Thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to you here. We're here with your 1st to the 15th of the month of October reading. Let's get right on with it. Now for you, dear Cancer, I'm hearing finding the solution. I'm hearing the selling solution. Take it as you will. There could be a focus on what you may have been working on that speaks perhaps financially to a certain project, to what has been, let's say, put on the back burner. I'm hearing specifically, it's like, well, we didn't open up that one folder for a long time. And why was that? I'm hearing we're now finding out. The Ace of Wands upright, mirroring the Seven of Pentacles, and if the Magician coming through, mirroring the Ace of Wands. If there was something that was like not efficient in a certain way, the feeling I'm getting for you, Cancer, is that I'm hearing Capricorn, and I was hearing that just as the Father of Cups here. Father of Pentacles may be dealing with a water sign, someone who has a lot of earth in their chart, but also water-like tendencies. Take it as you will. The Four of Cups, the Moon, you may be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, Capricorn, overlap. The 5 of Cups, someone who's like one day they're will and the next day they're not willing, I'm hearing, at all to work on this, whatever that means. And it's like, I'm hearing for a number of you that may feel exhausting, and it may be your own energy as well. But there's, I'm hearing a catapult of creativity here that you capitalize on and that you really ground, I'm hearing, Cancer, in terms of what you're willing to do with it. It's like, at the end of the day, I'm hearing I've got these three, I'm hearing sets of, I'm hearing marketable goods. And what exactly is it that I want to create the space of for using them creatively? And the Four of Wands in reverse, mirroring the Nine of Wands upright. The Ace of Cups, Cancer, right beneath the Seven of Pentacles, okay? It's like, I'm hearing, where was I? I'm hearing, where have all the cowboys gone? This came through for a number of signs now. Was Pisces? I'm hearing Sagittarius, but I don't recall that it came through for Sagittarius. Who did it come out for? Pisces, perhaps Scorpio, Libra, I believe. Okay. I'm hearing it as like, where have all the cowboys gone? But it's like, I'm hearing it as not being sung as a song. I'm hearing it as like a real question. Like, really? Like, no. Like, where did they go? Where did they, I'm hearing clap off to. I'm hearing clank off to. I'm hearing as well. I'm seeing it as like, almost like, I'm seeing like, I'm hearing drum set, drum roll. Like, almost like I'm hearing people who were introduced at a certain point in time, and they just like, they like made a whole bunch of noise, like walking off stage, and then like it just, I'm hearing was all I'm hearing confidential from there on out, whatever that means in particular for you. The Fool coming through. The Two, I'm hearing bandmates, band members. The Two of Cups mirroring the Fool, and the Ten of Wands. I'm hearing there's someone who's really open to working with perhaps you in a certain ways and getting it, what it is that you're offering. There's somebody who, like, I'm hearing wants to take a chance with you. It doesn't even feel like a chance. It's like, I'm hearing they see glitter, I'm hearing on the horizon that glows. The Two of Wands leading up into the Ace of Cups, Cancer. I'm hearing, if it's on the shelf, I'm hearing let's can it, take it as you will. It's like, the feeling is that there's, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, who I'm hearing may have a mother who's a Sagittarius, take it as you will, or someone abroad. I'm hearing someone who communicates with people abroad specifically, or this individual may communicate with people abroad. It's like they don't even have colors to show you, to paint the picture of what you mean to them, Cancer. Oh my goodness. It's like they, and this may be your own energy as well. It's like a dream that you hold, something that you have, that you've been so sure of since your very youth. what you would like to eventually create the space for. And I'm seeing it as being related to community. The Strength card just caught sight of it twice here. I'm hearing with the Devil. Take it as you will. There could be a focus on the Capricorn archetype, someone who's, or speaking of concepts of, I'm hearing marriage, but also on a materialization of what you are creating, and marriage being a concept, right, that can be taken, perceived, interpreted in a number of ways. How does it, let's say you're marrying the vision of your future. I'm hearing home, take it as you will. It's like, what exactly do I feel is also going to be the very the grounds. I'm hearing the grassroots of that corporation, take it as you will. There's a focus on planning here, specifically, as I'm getting it, for what is so exciting. The Death card here coming through, but also in a certain way daunting, where it's like, I feel like the earth is gonna start quaking before the conversation happens. Okay, and that is something that I want to prepare for. I'm hearing very well. The Judgment card upright, the Ace of Swords in reverse. Before we make any kind of decision, I'm hearing, how are we turning? I'm hearing that head of Nancy Drew, take it as you will. It's like, I want to make sure that I'm really keeping in mind all of the wings I'm hearing to the Wheel of Fortune, whatever that may mean in particular for you. It's like, what exactly changes certain things? And you may be really heating. I'm hearing numerology. I'm hearing stonework, stones. The Temperance card coming through. I'm getting also like the moon cycles. It's like I'm seeing somebody who's really focusing on, it's like, let's see what the weather's going to be like on that day. What's going to be what's going to be also the date. And I'm seeing like all this kind of stuff perhaps being a focus here for your Cancer. Let's see what comes through. You lead out here though with the World into the 15th to the 30th of the month. And if you'd like to check out that extended reading to see how these energies move through the tail end portion of the month of October, then feel free. I'm getting here, there's a Temperance here coming through as well, motioning over to what is to be opened up. I'm hearing communicated, perhaps with a water sign. Someone's opening up a conversation. Okay, Cancer. Again though, if you would like to check out that reading, feel free to click the link below in the description box to provide. I'm hearing though potluck here, Son of Cups. So I'm hearing there's going to, I'm almost seeing it as like a convention. Something or someone is going to open some sort of space, as I'm getting it, to communicate through, even perhaps in relation to either a number of topics or a number of individuals. There may be a whole lot of people invited, I'm hearing as well, to speak out on behalf of this, I'm hearing project, I'm hearing process. I'm seeing it as like an invite. I'm hearing invite guest list. Okay, whatever that may mean, particular friend of review. Let us pull the cards and see what comes through for you. I'm hearing Sagittarius blows bows and arrows to you in the wind. Whatever that may mean in particular for you. I'm hearing with their wings. So beautiful. Whatever that may mean in particular for a number of you. Dear Cancer. Okay. I'm hearing life that lives. I'm hearing between us knows no lifeline. I'm hearing lifetime as well. Value. So beautiful. There is someone who's writing some poetry to you, my dear Cancer. I'm hearing Capricorn. There's a space that we want to open up. I'm hearing not as a void, but as a voice. And it's like, what's going to be the way that I communicate? What am I going to communicate? Carefully, the Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands. It's all a matter. I'm hearing, I know I'm working with. I'm hearing the dynamite of the discussion, the Mother of Cups, passion. And I have in a certain way expected that. I know in a certain way that we're going to be making decisions that make a whole lot of I'm hearing waves start to work I'm hearing in the little frog pond, take it as you will. It's like, this is something that we're really taking to the next level. I'm hearing breathing life into the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, mirroring the Devil in reverse. There's something that we're presented with the opportunity of, that we are presenting to ourselves. The Ace of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. You have all four aces here, Cancer, on the table. There's a focus though on, I'm hearing timing, specifically again, timing, tracking, and it's like, what's the what's the wind gonna be like on that day? What's the world gonna feel like? I'm hearing as it revolves, I'm hearing in its orbit, I'm hearing sorcerer, take it as you will. It's like, I want to make sure that I am speaking clearly. The Five of Wands, the feeling may be that you've got a few alternatives and you may feel a little flustered with that, Cancer. You may feel like a little bit like, I don't want to have so many markers that I could potentially write with because it's making me feel dizzy. I'm hearing specifically for a number of you. And I'm seeing someone with like a lot of different like crafts on their table. It's very exciting. But I'm seeing it as being like also perhaps a little bit overwhelming as you may feel it. It's like, well, there's a discussion and there's like so much going on. I'm hearing in the room where the discussion is being upheld that I don't know, I'm hearing any longer what's being decided on. I'm hearing as the vision, the Daughter of Swords, but there's someone who's very like, almost like anchors the conversation. I'm hearing specifically somebody or something, some energy, some focus that is also perhaps a priority, and be it that which is legally focused, that which is strategic. But I'm hearing strategic, very, very interesting, because the Daughter of Swords is mirroring the Ace of Wands. What is it that we are eventually going to be striking out with as the action I'm hearing that we are presenting? First, in a way that is, let's say, like logical. And it's like, okay, if we're making a decision, how we're making the decision is clarified. The moon coming through in reverse. In the moment that we reconnect with, I'm hearing the variables of our passion. I'm hearing star-seed alliance here with the Three of Swords, Three of Wands in reverse, right next to the Ace of Wands in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse. What is the underpinning of the philosophy of this passion? Not because we can, I'm hearing pick it out, I'm hearing philosophically, but because, or even I'm seeing it as like factually or analytically, but just simply because it is, I'm hearing the persona that we practice our life through. And it's like, at the end of the day, what do we not have to question the practice of? I wake up in the morning and I do XYZ. I wake up in the morning and I'm hearing I make decisions on these few calls. I walk, I'm hearing, to work, and then I wish for certain things to be made clear. And what exactly is it that I eventually feel my practice, the Mother of Wands upright. It's like Virgo, Cancer. I'm hearing, I want to walk the path that I have walked before, whatever that may mean for a number of you. It's like, I want to feel that what I'm creating is not just a philosophy that is, I'm hearing, well-fashioned or well thought out, but one that I can work with in the future. And what does that in a certain way mean for me? Does it mean that I, let's say, have forecasted it, take it as you will? Does it mean that it's something that I have focused on? I'm hearing specifically, is it one that I have in a certain way been privy to in the past? Is it one that I reflect seamlessly? The High Hanged Man. I'm hearing the High Hanged Man, the Hierophant. Maybe dealing with concepts of spirituality, fusion. I'm hearing fusion with real estate, body work. I'm hearing as well, though also partnerships, marriage, the High Priestess coming through. You maybe dealing with the Pisces, Cancer. I'm hearing they want to tell you something, and they don't want to like walk up to your door and just work it out. I'm hearing specifically, it's like they want to almost like, I'm hearing like write it on your window and watch your reaction. It's like they want it to be somewhat of an integrative process, perhaps, and it may be your own energy, and this may be something that is almost like, let's find an integrative solution to this. Okay, I'm hearing you sing, I sing, and then what do we sing at the end of the day that then matters in that, whatever that means for you. It could be a highly sort of almost like experimental energy, the Fool coming through. And the feeling I'm getting is that you realize, you're like, there's something to this. I'm hearing to this space that we don't know how to staple. I'm hearing to the ground that we stand from, whatever that may mean in particular for you, to entertain the possibility. There's, as you feel it, a whole lot that is to be communicated here, Cancer, a whole lot. Of what you've experienced as well, the Seven of Pentacles upright, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and that you feel in a certain way, it's like, this is, I'm hearing, my chapter, my story that I would eventually like to, I'm hearing, find a sense of peace with. The cycles of that, let's say in a certain way, as I may have perceived it, I have worked through, and the Hermit is smack dab in between the Death card in reverse and the Lovers upright. There's a focus perhaps on what feels to be like a space, I'm hearing, that feels like home, where we feel, I'm hearing, special, whatever that may mean for you. We're all special, right? It's like what feels in a certain way that we are, though, creating from a place that is seamless. I'm hearing unbound, where it's like we don't have to define who we are as a creator of what we create. We don't have to color, I'm hearing, in the lines that we are just leaving behind our tracks. It's like there's no focus on what we are creating of who we also create with. And there could be a focus on collaboration, but at the same time, a sense of transparency even. But I'm seeing it as more, so I'm not seeing it as like a dishonest energy. I'm seeing it as like, I'm hearing creative. It's like, how can we be creative, but also complementary? Okay, where it's like, we're not being so strategically, I'm hearing collaborative, but we're also not just kind of like, I'm hearing gee-whizzing it around, whatever that may mean for you. Like I'm seeing like just also being so crafty with it that it's like we don't know what corner of the room we're working with anymore. It's like, what I'm hearing, what's the diamond I'm hearing in the rough? It's like, where's the rough even? I'm hearing specifically for a number of you. So the feeling that I'm getting is that you in a certain way want there to be a feeling of respiration in the way that you carry your work out, in the way that you also, I'm hearing, create what it is that you do. Be that also in a relationship, take it as you will. What it is that we feel is the very factor, the variable of importance for us is that which in a certain way we release the judgment of. I'm hearing specifically what it is that we're not so preoccupied with understanding as the storyline of the story itself. It's like, why do I need to time, I'm hearing, the way that I tie my shoes, like sort of feeling. It's like, what's that about? I'm hearing specifically. And I'm seeing you as almost seeing, I'm hearing, the ways in which you have moved through your work in the past as being somewhat evolutionary, where it's like, okay, I really lived through a cycle there. Okay, that was really a wave that took me, I'm hearing, down under and back up. And that, I'm hearing, sinusoidal wave in a certain way is really sobering for me in terms of what act I want to take on. I'm here presenting my clientele with at this point in time now. Very interesting. What it is that I am also acknowledging, I'm here connecting with the very membrane of the vision of what I would like to create. Thank you so much, Cancer, for tuning in. Loving the light to here. There may be a Capricorn who is sort of wanting to almost like get in on of your information and maybe sort of stalking sort of energy as I'm getting it here, or they may be researching the sort of the corporations that you may have visited in the past, whatever that may mean in particular for a number of you, or I'm seeing it as like what you may have, let's say, created in the past, but they would, I'm getting it for a number of you. I'm seeing the number 8. They may be involved in a process that is ongoing, that is perhaps mathematically focused, whatever that may mean in particular for you, perhaps related to numerology. I'm hearing squares and subsquares. They may be investigating or researching analytics. I'm hearing data analytics of what exactly is being determined. I'm getting it as like also though being discerned, like in a way that is dynamic. Okay. What is made dynamic? It's almost like they're wondering, well, what streamlines everything through that process? Sort of feeling. But they're also, I'm getting it as, I'm getting it as like they're deciding on how they would like to perhaps be involved as well. Again, here, Cancer. Let's see how the energies move through between the 15th and the 31st of the month of October. If you'd like to check out this reading, then feel free to click the link below in the description box that I provide, and that will lead you to view this extended reading again here for the 15th and 31st of October. Let's see how these energies move through, dear Cancer. Love and light to here. Thank you so much for your dear support and for connecting energetically above all. Love and light to you all here. Thank you so much, all of you, for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscriptions. I'm so touched by all of you, so thank you for connecting, and I read all your comments, so thank you for leaving them. Again, I'm gonna move on here now to the 15th to the 31st to see how these energies are moving through. Again, if you'd like to check this reading out, feel free to click the link below in the description box that I provide, and it will route you to it. Nonetheless, thank you so much again, dear Sagittarius. I'm here in Capricorn as well. Cancer, for tuning in. Love and light to you, and I'll see you there. Bye.